And that's where in this class, just what Weston was saying, this 4 sheep was one that floated a lot. In fact, of those that listened, they said he was the only sheep that was first and last in this class. He was everywhere on your cards, okay? And I think what happens is, as you learn to judge, we all learn, well, muscle's the priority. And if we just were to rank them exclusively on width, maybe he is the second widest. But again, I'd be a little careful, exactly what Weston mentioned. Part of that width is not real muscle width. Part of that width is some of the width that I deal with in my body type today, right? And that's something we have to be able to recognize. What is wide due to muscle? What is wide due to some fat cover? And the term that Weston used that I think is a great visual, if you actually step on top and look down that sheep's top, he's wider in the center of his body than he is in his rump, okay? And that shouldn't happen, right? That shouldn't happen. Anatomically, there's not an animal in the world that their belly, their rib cage should be wider than their hip bones, right? You think about that, if you look at a skeleton, okay? Look at these skeletons over here. The hip bones are wider than their vertebrae, okay? The only way they look wider in the middle is if I start getting some fat on them. And that's why we discussed very heavily the possibility of even switching this bottom pair, which maybe some of you didn't even think was close, okay? But if you went as far as to say, I just think this one is too fat, then I think that's defendable as a last place sheep, okay?